Hey guys, my name is Slava Hreski and this is my son.
Roy Hreski.
He is our employee in training. I'm trying to get him involved in many decision making so he learns as much as he can. And I would like to share some details with you as well. So anyhow, the purpose of this video is to actually explain how we're able to sell some of our shorts like currently at nearly half price. Like currently, let's say we're running these promotions for these three pairs of shorts, and we're selling them pretty close to half price per pair of shorts. And a lot of people are asking like how we're able to do it, and does it even make sense to you? And financially, it really doesn't. At least initially, but there are reasons why we're doing it, and would like to explain it to you today. Like for instance, Troy, I know we talked about it multiple times. In order for us to be a financially responsible company, like there is a reason why these shorts are priced where they're priced. It covers all the necessary expenses for us to actually make those shorts and deliver them to our clients, and it allows for a reasonable profit for the company. And in order for us to actually run the financially responsible company, like how much do we need to sell those shorts for? I mean, yeah.
Full price, usually it's full price most of the time. Sometimes it could go a little off, but most of the time, full price.
Exactly right. We need to sell our products at the price that they are priced, or as close as possible. Sure, there are sometimes we provide some discounts here and there once in a while, but generally speaking, we need to be not be far off full price in order for us to be a financially stable company. And when we sell, let's say we sell those shorts for half price, can we be in business tomorrow?
With half price, no, we can't.
No, it would not make sense for any company to sell anything for half price and expect to be financially stable and pay their employees right and produce a good product and focus on the quality and still be in the business. It's usually not very possible. So the question is, how do we do it? Like for instance, like right now we're running a promotion where we're selling, let's say this pair of shorts for $33 instead of $59 plus shipping, and shipping currently is $7.95 within the United States. So that comes to $66 per pair of shorts versus $33 that we currently sell on this specific pair right now on a pre-launch special to our clients only. How are we able to do it, and why would we sell something at no profit or very little profit, or like that, something that doesn't make financial sense? And let me explain it to you. There are two main reasons why we do that, and the number one reason, to collect accurate data. It's very important for any companies to actually operate using appropriate, accurate data. All companies should be data-driven companies to make sure that you always making the right decisions and you eliminate unwanted waste, financial waste. So that way, the money doesn't go to the air. The money goes toward producing the better product to make sure that you're able to keep your costs as low as possible while not jeopardizing the quality. So anyhow, collecting the data. When we sell shorts to our clients, like this pre-launch special, and we've done those pre-launch specials many times, what it does to us, we know our benchmark, we know our averages. So every time we run this kind of promotion, we know where we need to be in order for us to even continue with them. So for instance, if we're not gonna meet our minimum quota of sales on pre-launch, it already tells us, hey, maybe people don't want that. Maybe they don't like that kind of product. So that would be a good time to actually maybe, abort, stop, let's not do this. Why do we need to make products that people don't want? Business, generally speaking, should be fairly simple. Find out what people want and give it to them, right? And if people don't want it, then maybe we shouldn't be making it. So that's reason number one. We want that kind of data. And then usually, let's say when we produce our products, people want it. The question is how much? Do they want it more than average, a lot more than average, or a little bit below than average? So with that data, it helps us to actually forecast the kind of sales that we should be expecting from each and every product, and communicate that with our manufacturing team to make sure that we're not making too much or too little. We need to figure out how much do we actually need to make. So there's going to, again, to eliminate unnecessary financial waste. So for instance, if we were not to run any of these promotions, we would not collect any data like, sales data, and we're just simply going to make, let's say, I don't know, 1,000 pieces of these specific shorts designs, and let's say then we're gonna start selling them, and then we realize that we only sold 200 of them, and then 800, which is 80% of these shorts, are simply sitting on the inventory shelves collecting dust. We call it dead money. It's like, think of it like suitcase of money. You just park it over there and it's totally worthless. It's just sitting collecting dust. It's useless money that you could have used that money to focus on producing a different kind of product, like different type of product, improve existing products, basically put the money into the products that people actually want. So that's number one. It's wasteful. So we don't want to produce too much of things that if they do not sell, or vice versa. If we do not produce enough, and then people actually want that product a lot, but we don't have it, people are there on our website, they're trying to purchase it, but it's not available. So that is called lost opportunity. Customer is there, they're willing to purchase it, but you don't have it. Not a good business, so we're trying to avoid it as much as possible. It's a lost opportunity. Customers do what? They just go and buy it from competitor, or and that's not something that we want. So for that reason, we're willing to do those kind of promotions and reward our clients with the most amazing deals. And by the way, if you like the shorts, this is the best deal. You should definitely take it, because I mean, selling our products at a half price does not make financial sense to us. We definitely don't do it, and I explain you the reason why we're doing it. Mainly because we want the data. We want to understand what sells, how much it's going to sell, so we can forecast and communicate with our manufacturing team as far as how much of each product that we should be making. The second reason why we would do that is the money that we collect from the sales for this particular product, 100% of it is used to actually produce those products. So at least not 100% of our money is used to produce those kind of products. It's a big portion, maybe about a half, maybe more, maybe less of the money that we collect from sales on those pre-sales are being used to actually pay for the manufacturing and making those shorts. And that actually helps with the cash flow of the company. It doesn't jeopardize the full company, and the money that we generate is being used to actually produce those kind of shorts. And a lot of the times people actually ask me, well, I mean, if this is not financially beneficial campaign for you, why don't you just get opinions for free? Like, you have lots of customers and there's fans and whatever, just ask them which design you like, and you kind of can get the data that way.
Yeah.
Good question. And we've done both. We've done by selling stuff, and we've done for free by simply asking you guys, hey, which design you like. And a lot of people are like, oh, I like this one, I like that one. And that's all good and dandy, but I personally believe, or at least in my experience, simple free opinions are often worthless. And let me explain you why they're worthless. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're not. You just don't know what you're gonna get. Why? Because opinions without actual purchase is just an opinion, could be an opinion of non-buyers. It could be, let's say, if you get thousands of votes, right? People said, oh, this one, that one. but 90% of them may not be even your customers. They could be just a simple, they just chose to share their opinion, but they're not the ones that are actually going to ever end up buying your product. I would rather get less amount of opinions, but get it from a paying customer, because those are the opinions of actual customers. Those are 100 times more valuable and more accurate to us. So for that reason, and we need to get enough of them. For that reason, we lower the price to as low as possible on those kind of deals, mainly so that we can get the accurate data from the actual buying customers, paying customers. The vote with the actual cash is the most valuable vote that we can get, and we appreciate that as well. So in return for that, we are perfectly willing to give back by giving this kind of deals to people that are willing to vote with their credit cards, rather than just a free opinion. So hopefully that makes sense why we do that. Again, this is our way of doing it. And it works for us. And anyhow, the next thing people ask sometimes is, or tell us, why should I pay you any amount of money now when I have to wait for a month and a half until I actually see my product, or before you even ship? Valid concern, question, and here's how I'm going to address that. Well, this is mainly our way of selling $2 in exchange for your $1. Let me explain you what I mean. So if you can buy this pair of shorts for $33 versus you wait for a month and a half and you pay $59 plus shipping, so it comes to about $66, which is double amount, but a month and a half later, and some folks prefer it that way, and I'll explain you why. It's just my opinion why it's not really a good financial decision. But anyhow, let me explain you. Well, it kind of makes sense, right? Common sense. Why would you pay double a month and a half if you're interested in these shorts, obviously, instead of paying half right now, but you have to wait? Think about it that way. In financial world today, can you name a single investment that can appreciate, that can give you 100% return in only 1.5 months? In other words, if you were to give me $33 and a month and a half later give you $66, is that a bad deal? In my opinion, I'm not aware of those kind of investments. And if you can double your money in every month and a half, right, that basically you would be able to do it 8 times in the course of 12 months. That's 800% annual return rate. Those kind of deals, those kind of investment vehicles in financial world do not exist. It's like, think about it, like if you were to go to your financial advisor and you said, hey, here's $100, can you give me $200 back a month and a half later? And they're gonna laugh at you, right? But anyhow, that's how I think, at least. And again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to listen to that at all. Everybody's got their own opinion, but this is just my opinion. In other words, what I'm saying is that if you like those shorts and you think, why should I give you money now and wait for a month and a half? That is my answer, because it's just a good value for your money. Yeah. Why would you pay double a month and a half later? Even if, let's say, you got a discount code or whatever, still, it just makes a good sense. So that is just my opinion, and that's how I'm going to address it. And I think this is it, really. So that's what I wanted to address. The whole purpose of us is we're willing to not make a profit initially in return for collecting a good data from our customers, and in return we're rewarding our customers with absolutely amazing deals, and that's how we look at it. So it's a really big win-win situation. It's our creative way of selling $2 in exchange for your $1. And not many companies do that. We choose to do it. We feel that accurate data is very important to us because we want to run our company financially responsibly, and we want to make sure that there's least amount of financial waste happens in this company, because if waste happens, then at some point we're not going to be able to afford to give you more deals like we're doing it right now. We're not going to be able to even afford to keep the same prices. At some point we're going to need to raise the prices, and both scenarios are generally a disaster in a business marketplace. So we're going to be staying responsible. We don't mind to get accurate data so that we can make good financial decisions. We run our company with least amount of financial waste, and churn that waste into improving our products, making more products, and giving back to our customers. So hopefully that has been helpful. Again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Everybody's got their own opinion, and there are no wrong opinions. It's just everybody's got their own opinion based on their circumstances and whatever. Other than that, let's finish that video, otherwise it's been too long. Again, this is Slava Khresky, and this is my son Troy Khresky. He is employee in training, and he's helping us with the company. He's learning also a lot, and right? This is it. Talk to you next video.
We'll see you next time.
Right.